Holy crap. Let's freaking go. Dude, there's no way. Holy, dude, 74 yards of concrete. What's up, guys? I'm currently on my way to work and I wanted to give you an update on the gym, what's going down. I actually had went down there yesterday and was gonna try to make a video, but Dozer guys had some stuff to do and I just got in the middle of talking to them to really show you. Dude, that's insane. That is way higher than I thought. But basically right now we've got the entire concrete wall for the gym is being poured today. So there's kind of a lot of things that had to be done before that. My dozer guy had to make a bigger road, or had to make the road wider because the pump truck that's coming tomorrow said he couldn't make it. So he had to do that, and he made another little turnaround spot for him. And yeah, they're pouring it today. I talked to my builder and it's 74 yards of concrete. So it's like, I mean, dude, that's like a ton of concrete. It's gonna end up being 10 concrete trucks because those concrete trucks can only hold 7 yards at a time because they don't want to come down that big hill fully loaded. Gonna be that big concrete pump truck. So if we can get past this day, everything else this is like the biggest deal. This is like the gym's biggest day. If we can get this poured, it's like we're doing pretty good. But yeah, I'm actually on the way to work right now. I never really talk about it because where I work at, you're really not, they kind of tell you not to say anything about where you work. I actually work at Y12 National Security Complex, if you ever heard of that. It's hard to really say what they do and what can you really say. I mean, if you looked it up on the internet, it would probably tell you, it'd probably be a better explanation of what they do than what I'm really supposed to say. But like I said, it's weird. Like, you get on their Facebook and you're like, I get on their Facebook sometimes and I'm like, dude, y'all really put this on Facebook? Like, I thought this was like top secret kind of stuff. But anyways, what kind of work do they do at Y12 National Security Complex? Y12 is just really important to national security, and we work on, let's see, how do they put it? I don't know, I'm reading straight from this. I'm afraid to say anything. Oh, we're maintaining the United States' national deterrent systems. We specialize in the processing of enriched uranium. So if you imagine being around enriched uranium, you're all kinds of security clearances. You don't have your cell phone, and that's the biggest part. You know, post on social media, and if you don't have your phone, I can't even do my job. I can't post on here and post to Instagram and everything else. So it really is a struggle. At what point do you let it go? It's a good job. I'm really thankful for the job. I've worked there for really like 9 total years. So I've worked there for a long time, had a few different jobs. Right now I'm an industrial hygienist. I mean, it's a good job. It's kind of ironic that I'm in safety and industrial hygiene because I'm kind of known as not the unsafe necessarily, but just, I don't know, the fact that I'm the safety man is kind of funny. Yeah, funny enough, I was on a walk down yesterday, and when I was coming out of the rad area, I set the PCM off. You have to, you're dressed up in these yellow suits, you're looking like a goofball. Like, if I could, I'll try to draw a picture, but if someone saw a picture of what we wear in those rad areas, it's hilarious, because it's so like old school. It's these old cloth, like, lab coats that protects you from, that's your PPE, so you don't rub up against something that's like radioactive. When I was leaving the ride area yesterday, I set the PCM off, and they told me this to get in the other one. So I tried the other PCM, and it set my shoe off in the exact same spot. It started scanning my shoe, and they were like, "Oh, we're not really getting anything." But I thought I seen the meter go up a little bit. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a RADCON, so I don't know. But I thought I saw the meter go up a little bit on my left side of my shoe. And they got a bunch of tape. They got a bunch of those little sticky pads you use, like basketball players use before they check in. I stepped on one of those a bunch, and then she made this big tape pad and taped it on the top of both of my shoes and really pushed it in all the crevices and then pulled it off. And then she was like, "Go try it one more time." And I went through the PCM and it cleared me. But I mean, everyone's staring like, "What did you get? You got contaminated somehow. What'd you get into?" But I didn't get into anything. I didn't think so. But she told me, she said, "You need to get rid of those shoes." She goes, "I wouldn't wear those back in here." So I'm like, old facilities like that everywhere, it's just everything is highly contaminated. There's contamination everywhere, even outside. Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, are y'all checking this? But anyways, I'll do another video on my job because it's actually interesting, and I see a lot of content creators talk about, they're like, "Man, I wish I would have talked about my job." I've made videos about my job and stuff while I still worked there, because it's just interesting doing both, like making content, doing all that, and working a job. So if y'all are interested in that, I'll do another video on that, because it actually is kind of interesting. In my investing career, I mean, I kind of feel like I'm staying here longer than I really have to, if that makes sense. 10 hours a day you're supposed to be in behind this gate with no phone, and it makes things super difficult. You can't get anything done. People will call me like about like my Airbnb stuff, or contractors trying to work. They'll call me and leave a voicemail, and then when you try to call them back, half the time you're calling back to like an automated service, so you can't even get a hold of the people that you need to get a hold of. A year and a half ago, I tore this hand when I was skiing. I bent it back and I tore all the ligaments in it, and I was supposed to go to PT to try to let them do their thing to strengthen up my hand. Well, I called like 4 different times and was trying to set an appointment. Every time you're supposed to call, and then they call you back, and it just kept on being this phone tag thing. I finally just said heck with it, and I didn't go to PT. It's just like little stuff like that is super annoying about working at a job where you don't have your phone and you're away from your phone all the time, as bad as that sounds. Really good job. It's just one of those things that is kind of annoying. We'll check in later. They're pouring the concrete at 11 a.m. they think, and so I don't get off work until a little after 3. So this is one of those days I'm really like, dude, should I just freaking quit so I can go down here and video and like be a part of this? But during the process of building all this stuff, it's just that extra little security of having a job, that if you do need extra money or something happens, you have to borrow more money, you can show that you have a job. So we still got a job for now. Also, another really cool thing about work is at work they have an on-site gym. So if you want to go, like today I have shoulders. If I want to go in there for 30, 45 minutes, you can go in there and pump a quick workout in. And it's awesome because, you know, you're at work, it's in the middle of lunch, nothing's going on, you're not missing out on anything. You just go in there and get a quick workout in. And the only bad thing is there's no phones. So I never do it because I'm always putting my workouts on here, putting my workouts on Instagram. So I really don't work out there that much. I'll go in there and do some abs every now and then. But today I'm actually going to do shoulders in there. So when I get off work, I can go straight down to check out the gym. So I'll update you guys at lunch and let you know how the workout went and let you know what I did. What's up, guys? Okay, just got out of work. Just got my phone back. Just got back to civilization. No, it's not that bad. But anyways, I did hit a workout in the gym at work. And so all they have all the machines they have are like probably 2010 to 2012 pre-course stuff. It's not too bad. It's kind of similar to something you would see in like a hotel gym, but like they probably have a few more machines. I counted they have 13 total machines, and then they do have one Life Fitness crossover. First exercise, I did my shoulder warm up. I started with rear delt cable pulls on the Life Fitness trainer cable machine, rear delt rows with the ropes. Then I did 5 sets of 15 for that. Then I went to dumbbell side raise, did 5 sets of 15 to 20 to that. Next I did they have a pre-core shoulder press machine. I did 20, 15, 12, 10. Then they have a pre-core pec deck, and it is super nice, man. I've been missing this one has the skinny pad. This is like your newer traditional style of pec deck. I did 5 total sets of that, 5 sets of 15. And then I finished with rear delt flies on that and superset cable shrugs. And so that's why I did. It took me about, 45, 50 minutes. Solid little workout. About to go in here and get something to eat. It's killing me. I want to know right now. I'm like, are y'all already pouring concrete? Are you getting close? What's the deal? So we got about 5 more hours and I'll be heading that way and we'll go check it out. So I'll take y'all into Doze Bros and let you know what I normally get from there and show you kind of my meal. So let me do a bowl. Let me do 1 scoop of white rice, pinto beans. Let me do a full chicken and a full steak. Okay guys, at Doze Bros, my order is 1 scoop of white rice. If you don't say 1 scoop, they'll literally give you fill the entire bowl, like 3 scoops of rice. So I always tell them 1 scoop of white rice, pinto beans, and I used to be like chicken and then wait for them to scoop it and then be like steak. But anymore, I don't know if it's that they know me, but they don't play around. They actually give you full scoops of chicken and steak. So double meat, 1 chicken, 1 steak. And then I do a little bit of vegetables, and I do pico and jalapenos. Sometimes, I would say 1 in 30 Doze Bros trips, I'll get chips. But I don't get chips every time just because I don't want to be a fat ass. But they're extremely good. So 1 in every 30, I'll get them. We'll see y'all here in a minute when we go check out the gym. All right, guys, let's freaking go. We're done with the work week. Right as soon as I got back to my phone, no, I hadn't heard a word from nobody. So I'm taking it. No news is good news. I'm gonna put on the work clothes just in case we gotta get dirty. I want to get my hands on the freaking pump. I want to start, I don't know, I want to go up there and start working, do something to help. Holy crap. Holy crap. Let's freaking go. Dude, there's no way. Holy, dude, 74 yards of concrete. That is insane. Dude, I don't see any bows or anything. I don't see anything weird looking at all. Holy dude, that's insane. Total, this is 100 yards of concrete. It was 27 for the footers. I believe it was 76 for this. So over 100 yards of concrete. This is 296 feet of wall. 296 feet. And so that point right there, from there to there, is 15 and a half feet. It honestly, video isn't doing it justice, but dude, it's freaking massive. But dude, I'm just fired up. There was no blowouts. My builder did not seem worried about it, but I'm just like, how does this foam that thick hold all that heavy ass concrete? That's crazy. Sheesh. So this right here, this wall right here is gonna be a bathroom about this way. And then let's see, middle ways is gonna be the kitchenette right here. And then here's gonna be the cardio room. So, okay, each one of those blocks are 18 inches. So 1, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 18, whatever that is. Oh, that's freaking high. I mean, yeah, that's literally 3 of me, easily. Look at those little weep holes right here. I mean, dude, this is just a freaking monster. So this field that's below me right here, I'm gonna need water and electric. I said, so can we go ahead and run the conduit like through this wall? And he made a good point. He said, no, because if there was ever a leak, you wouldn't want it to just fill up with water in there. So we're gonna bring water. Water for that is gonna come around here, and then we'll run a piece of conduit or whatever down the side of the wall. So, but you know, from right here to there is gonna be a deck overlooking right here. And then all this is gonna be the grassy field. So I'm gonna try to sew this and have this looking really good. Oh, they got the piers poured. So that's the piers for the deck that goes around here. And so right here will be your 3 garage doors. 1, 2, 3. And then from about here to here is gonna be the outdoor portion. Right here is gonna be the cardio room. So this all will be glass windows right here, and there'll probably be a small door to come outside right here. And then you'll be overlooking all this. So that will be pretty cool. This outdoor portion, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna put out there. For sure a squat rack, maybe some dumbbells. But the outdoor portion is actually pretty big. I mean, from right here to like right here is that's all gonna be open, and this all is all gonna be open. And then all that's gonna be, glass garage doors, and then there's gonna be 2 glass garage doors right there to walk out onto this. I mean, dude, I'm fired up. I mean, I guess we're not completely until it's cured. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, you can have cracked foundations, catastrophic stuff can still happen. But I mean, for the fact that we literally have this thing all in one piece, nothing's broke, nothing's blown out, nothing's looking like sketchy at all, which I assume that's the way it would go. If there was something bad that was gonna happen, it would probably be the snap of a finger. So, got that foam all around the corners to prevent concrete from coming out. Oh yeah, so another thing about this entire foundation is, here's the next step. 3 options here. I'll rank them, in my opinion, worst to best. Got 3 options. Worst option is, he's already talked about it, we could build all of this decking. We could build all of this, the floor up there. We could build every single bit of that out of wood. It's really not that uncommon. Like the gym I worked out in today at work, it's got a wood floor and it's got all kinds of weight. It doesn't have that many free weights in there, but it would definitely hold it. So that's the first option. I just don't really want that, just because I don't know why. I just want it to be a solid concrete. I mean, that the rubberized flooring is going to go over either way, so I guess it don't matter, but I don't know why. I just don't want that. And then so my second option is, this is probably the most expensive option, is to put metal girdles and pour piers, and then put like this metal corrugated lining underneath it, and then pour a slat. And that way, really, that would have been the best option if we could have dug this all down flat, and all of this could have been a big basement. But the hardest part about this is there's solid rock inside the gym. If we done that option, basically you would have just a big hole. First of all, we didn't make a door because it's all angled in there, and there's just not, it'd be a waste to do it that way, because it'd be a lot more money to pour those piers and to put all that corrugated metal and to pour the slab up on top of it, and it would be just overkill, because essentially you just have a hollow hole in there. You know, if it would have been a flat surface in there, I would definitely like that, because then you could put lawnmowers or tractors, or you could store stuff, or you could have a gym basement or whatever in here. The best option, the one that we're gonna go with, is we're gonna fill this full of gravel. We're gonna fill all this full of gravel, and we have to wait 28 days for that to build it up, and then we're gonna pour a slab on top of the gravel. So supposedly you want to put all bigger stone in here. You want to start out with like 1 to 3 inch stuff, and then at the very top you put like 57 stones over top, and then pour a slab. More to come on that. We've got 28 days. We're gonna work on some other stuff while we're kind of waiting on this to cure, but for right now we've got the gym walls up, baby. We're ready to go. This is freaking crazy. It's crazy just how big this is. It literally looks like a dang castle. One concern I kind of have, not concerned, but one thing I'm kind of worried about is, which I talked about in an earlier video, I was talking about the decking right here. If I build a flat deck, it's gonna give you more space to do stuff out on the deck. But my concern with the flat deck right now is, all right, if you're up there in the gym, say you're standing right here and you're in there working out, if there's a completely flat deck, it's gonna kind of impede your view. You're not gonna really see the view. If it came down a little bit, came down 8 feet, tiered down, came out like this, if you're up here working out, looking, you'll still be able to see the view. So just aid in that. But I hate to waste all that deck space. Once this cures and I can get up on top and stand up there and kind of visualize what it'll look like, maybe it's not going to impede the view as bad as I think, but something to think about. If y'all have any suggestions and you think, should I do the flat deck like I'm planning to, or should I go with a tiered deck? Tiered deck just, it's going to waste this. It's going to be better for the view, I think, but it's going to waste your space, and we're not going to be able to do as many lunges and more. There's not going to be as many outdoor activities, if that makes sense. Should I put my handprint in? I want to so bad. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, hell, it's hard. We can get up there, boys. Oh, yeah, it's actually like, I mean, obviously it's not dry, but I can't, you know. So like I said, all of this, like I was talking about that tiered stuff, if there wouldn't been solid rock right here, we could have dug every single bit of this out, dug all of this out. This could have been a big basement, and then we'd have had, you know, the corrugated metal go over, pour the slab on that, then you have stuff to park in here. But there's no real point. There's no real point in doing that corrugated metal if you've got an angled, I mean, you could still throw some stuff in here, I guess, but we didn't even build a door. I think that's out of the picture now. So basically we're gonna fill every single bit of this up with gravel, which is 38 truckloads of gravel, which if you know anything about gravel right now, it is crazy expensive. So it feels like a waste in a way, you know what I mean? It just, all right, let's get gravel and dump it in a hole, you know, but it is what it is. All right, let's get in here and look at this steepest part. I mean, look at this. This thing is freaking gigantic. Okay guys, I just wanted to do a gym update, show you guys everything, show you what we're working with, show you that we are making progress, but now we kind of have a long 28 days until we can really do anything in here. So I'll keep you guys updated with other stuff that's going on the property, with other builds and stuff we're doing, but obviously I'm more excited about this one. But we'll definitely keep you updated. I appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.